Teammate David Cohen in some trouble early on. Bottom of the first, after giving up a leadoff double, Troy Neal the base hit. Scores Mike Bordick, 1-0 in favor of Oakland. Two batters later, Mike Aldretti comes up with a base hit to right. That would score Neal, so it's 2-0 A's. Meanwhile, Todd Van Poppel looking sharp. Facing Brian McRae, the swinging K. Van Poppel, 6 strikeouts. A's hang on to win it 2-1. Cohen went the full 8 for the Royals, gave up just 5 hits, and so what else is new? In messy first inning with 2 on, Robin Ventura facing Phil Leftwich. The ground to first, J.T. Snow boots a 2-run score. Beret was just overpowering. Struck out 12 in 6 2/3, only 1 walk. He missed his career high in Ks by only 1. Sox led 6-2 after 7. No answers coming from Buck Rogers. In the 8th, Chicago kept pouring it on, up 6-2. Ventura again, 2 on. Doubles to left off Ken Patterson. Both runners come around to score. 6-2 Shy Sox. The Angels, well, they have nowhere to hide. And as far as the White Sox are concerned, they won 15 of their last 22. How about Kirk McCaskill, the first career save, going 9th, 1-1, bases loaded. Pinch hitter Mike Felder, check swing, flare to left. DeCenzo the catch. Dean Palmer nails Mackey Sasser, that at first base. So extra innings we go in the 10th. Rafael Palmeiro against Brad Holman. No doubt about that one, the solo blast. 37 homers, 100 RBIs in the year, 2-1 Rangers. Bottom 10, 2-1 Texas, 1 out. Tom Henke gets Ken Griffey to ground out to third base there. And Dave Maggin in line to Jeff Houston at short. Jay Buhner doubled off. Rangers win it 2-1. Palmeiro wins it with his homer despite being in a 2-for-20 funk.
Top 5, Giants 2-1. Robbie Thompson facing Greg Swindell. Long shot to left. Look at Luis Gonzalez climb the wall and make the grab, robbing Robbie of extra bases. To the 6th, still 2-1. Bonds on, Manwaring on. Swindell against Mark Carrion. The shot to third is snagged by Caminiti, but the throw can't be handled. And next batter, bases loaded, Darren Lewis, who was 0 for 3, comes through with a double to left that scores Bonds and Manwaring that made it 5-1. Then Barry Bonds, who had a huge night, he'll come up top 7. It's 5-1 Giants facing Tom Edens, and Bonds takes this breaking ball to left, getting his 3rd hit of the night, a double. Gonzalez can't get it. Benzinger scores. Relay not in time. Matt Williams scores. Bonds 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. The Giants win it 7-2. Barry Bonds is starting to heat up again. The Giants are winning again, 4 in a row. The game started, he was ready. Already has 2 RBIs and hits a bases loaded double, make it 5 RBIs. Brocale, Brown, Gardner all score 9-0 San Diego. How many times have we said that this year? About 2. But no lead is safe at Mile High. No, in the bottom of the 4th with the bases juiced. There's the former Padre prospect Jay Gaynor off Brocale, 9-4. Uh-oh. But it's 11-7 in the 9th, and Trevor Hoffman is on to put out the fire as he gets Cole. Alex Cole swinging for his 5th save. San Diego wins 11-7. Plantier 3 for 5, 5 RBIs.
Top of the first inning, Jose Rio has been brilliant in the second half. On the hill, gives up the single to center to Dave Hansen. That would score Brett Butler. Dodgers up by a score 1-0. Bottom of the first inning, Ramon Martinez on the hill has problems with the lead. Hal Morris, the ground ball. It's a ground out, but it scores Thomas Howard to lock it up at 1-1. The Dodgers, though, go on with a 5-2 win, so the Reds have now dropped 10 straight. Tommy did his traditional pinch hitting thing with Dave Hansen, you know, batting him for the pitcher in the first inning. Hansen 3 hits, 3 RBIs, including.
You can have fun, I guess, right? Top 4, no score. That's the Cleveland dugout. Mike Pagliarulo taking Dave Malicki deep to right with Cal Ripken on. Pags 9th homer. Orioles led 2-0, and there's hope in the land of the crab cake. Bottom of the 5th, Baltimore up by 1, 3-2. Randy Milligan's grounder takes a funny hop over Ripken, scoring Mark Lewis and Carlos Baerga 4-3 Tribe. In the bottom of the 6th, Wayne Kirby, the grounder, causes trouble for Harold Reynolds at second. What's that? He throws to no one in particular. 2 batters later, Baerga gets in on the ground ball fun, sending one to David Segui that goes awry. Kirby scores for a 5-3 lead, and the Orioles go down to defeat 6-4. The O's now 5.5 in back of idle Toronto in the AL East. There's 6 back in the loss column. It's all but over for Baltimore. 2 teams playing out the string. The Brewers invaded Detroit. Is that Scrap Iron Gardner without the mustache? That's what a losing season can do for you. Tiger catcher Mickey Tettleton with great defense, though, diving over the side. Have a Coke and a smile, Mick. Great catch. Kirk Gibson up with 2 on at the bottom of the first.
1-0 pitch.
And Gibson gets it all, almost. Triples off the fence in right center, scoring Tony Phillips and Cecil Fielder. Tigers led 2-0. They go on to win it 6-3, and you can see that as Sparky Anderson watches the, well, we didn't see Sparky, but he was sleeping on the bench. And when last we saw him, Tony Phillips had 3 hits in the game and 2 runs scored. Greg Vaughn hit his 28th homer of the year, 100th of his career. He wants to be incognito. I don't blame him the way he's been pitching, but the Phillies didn't need Mitch Williams on Monday night. Look at this. Jim Eisenreich with the bases loaded in the first, scores 2-0 Philadelphia. And that's all that pitcher Kurt Schilling would need. He's been brilliant since the All-Star break. Look at him against Orestes Destrade. Not once, not twice. Orestes, can you hit a high fastball? I don't think so. 11 Ks on the night, 7 complete game for Schilling. Then in the 7th, John Kruk providing some insurance, 6-1 Philly. Kruk is breaking out of his slump. He's got the old beat-up batting helmet on. Maybe that's the key. He had 3 RBIs in the night. Phil's win by a count of 7-1. A 7th complete game for Schilling. He hasn't lost since the break. Kruk 3 hits and 3 RBIs. The National
with Rick Wilkins at the plate. Base hit to right. Now Mark Whitten, he had the 4-home run night. We know he's got a gun. Here's the play at the plate to Greg Pappas, and Grace levels Pappas. Grace is out, but the great effort. Bottom 6, 4 all bases loaded. Eddie Zambrano, the blooper infield single. Greg Jeffries, give me time. 5-4 Cubs. Top 9, 6-5 Chicago. Randy Myers going for a new National League save record. He gets it. Myers with save number 48 for Randall Kay. Todd Zeile did hit the 100 RBI mark in the losing effort. At least one more day. How's the season gone? Jay Bell grounded to short. Kevin Baez throw to no one in particular. Murray can't scoop it. Would it be another long night for the Mets? It's been that way all year. 9th inning, 2 on, 4-2. Chico Walker at the plate, hits at the center, but you know that's where Andy Van Slyke hangs out. Another great grab from him. Mets lose their 100th. They fall by a score of 6-2. Manager Dallas Green said it's pretty obvious we earned it. We didn't back into 100.
Number five was significant. He takes the pitch and takes it out of the park. Twins up 3-1. Munoz, 5 RBIs. Bad moment for the Bombers. O'Neill makes the catch, runs into the wall, hurts his left arm, which is his throwing arm. He left the game. Diagnosis of bruised left elbow. Twins up by 2 in the 9th when the Yanks rally. Stanley to center. Tartable was on. He comes in to score. 5-4 Twins in. The Yanks weren't dead yet. Just ask who. It's at Sports Center. Guess what? After this play, Sports Center proclaims the Yanks dead. 5-4. Kirby Puckett in center field because Shane Mack is done for the season. May have surgery on his shoulder after getting a second opinion. Under 19,000 at the stadium, but Spurs, bad hops may have cost him. Tied at 1 in this one. No bad hop for Cal. Makes the play, doesn't get an out, but it did save some runs. Top of the 9th, 2 on, Tribe up by 1. Jerry DePoto, Chris Hoyles lays it down. Buford is out at 3rd, but Alvaro Espinosa throws it away. Ripken comes home. Candy Maldonado's throw. Not in time. The only error of the game. It's tied at 6. Still top 9. Segui off DePoto to left, and Albert Bell had it and lost it. So the O's come from behind and win by 1, 7-6. They have 1 game left in Cleveland. Then they close with 10 straight at home. Baerga's got 197 hits, 3 more. Stottlemyre gets the start, trying to make it 9 in a row, and Stottlemyre pitched as well as he ever has against Tim Naring with a wicked curve twice. In fact, he got him 4 times on the night. Roger Clemens trying to salvage the season. Darnell Cole swinging. Pena fakes to second. He's got his man caught, and he throws it into left field. Carter and Fernandez scores. 3-0 Blue Jays. Are they better behaved in Toronto? Well, see, they don't run onto the field. They just kind of hang on the fence. To the 9th, would Stottlemyre get the shutout and complete game? Well, he helps himself by stopping the shot from Mo Vaughn. A career-high 10 strikeouts, and they were thinking about moving him to the bullpen. 5-0 the final. The Jays say Jack Morris is done for the season with a tear of his medial collateral ligament in his right elbow, so the talk of moving Stottlemyre to the bullpen is moot.
Larry Vanover missed the call. Watch again. Remember, this is just a force out. They called him safe. Can you believe it? They gave Mike Lansing an error, and then the wheels came off. 2 batters later, Ron Gant rips a double off Ken Hill, scoring 2. It was a 7-3 Brave lead. And then in the 5th, Terry Pendleton, his 2nd home run of the night, 16 for the season, a 9-3 Brave lead, bases loaded. Fred McGriff up, out, gone. A grand slam, 5th of his career, 35th homer of the season, making a difference in the Braves. Maybe worthy now of sealing the deal in the National League West, 18-5. The 18 runs a new Brave road record. Smoltz joins Glavine, Maddox, and Avery with at least 15 wins. 3rd inning, Astros leading 3-0. Eric Anthony with a shot to center that Willie McGee doesn't come up with. Steve Finley scores. He had a couple of hits. 4-0 Houston. Then Mark Portugal with a base hit to center. He had 2 hits, 6-0 Astros. How good was Portugal? Real good. Robbie Thompson, one of his 6 strikeouts. He has the look of a winner and a free agent after this season. Portugal again outstanding with the complete game, and the Astros winning it. Bonds goes 0 for 4. Ditto for Matt Williams. David Weathers also equally as tough. Kevin Stalker's strike 3. Williams had 6 strikeouts in 5 2/3 innings. Weathers had 6 Ks in 5 1/3. In fact, the two looked like a couple of Cy Young Award candidates going out there. Game was tied at 3 in the 7th. Weathers lifted in favor of Rich Rodriguez, and Lenny Dykstra hits it up and out for his 19th home run of the year, a 2-run shot, adding to his career high in home runs. John Kruk 3 hits for the 2nd straight game. Dykstra now has scored 2 more runs, now has reached base 300 times this season as the Phillies take it by the score of 5-3 over the Marlins. So
high 18th. It would be a strange night for him. Bottom first, 2 on, 1 out. Rene Gonzalez, the comebacker. Curtis is hung up. Both runners end up at third, and Fernandez hits them both, but only Curtis is ruled out. Davis stays on third. Gene Lamont comes out, maybe wondering if Chad Curtis should be called out for being out of the baseline. In any event, Davis, safe, stays on at third, and to make matters worse, Greg Myers, 2-0 Angels. Bottom fourth, 3-0 Angels. JT Snow, it's 4-0. His 13th home run to left. The final score in the game, White Sox put up an 8 spot. The White Sox, lose 8-0. Farrell snapping a personal 9-game losing streak, combining with Steve Fry on the 7-hit shutout. The White Sox are shut out for the 14th time. That's tied with the expansion Marlins for most in the majors. Into the bottom second, Jay Buhner up. Rangers at Ems again, single up the middle. You gotta wonder what Doug DeCenzo was doing on the play. Knocks a single into a triple. The next batter, Blauer singled in Buhner, 1-0 Mariners. Seattle good D. Brett Boone to the hole. Donald Harris is out. Randy Johnson getting some more defensive help. Omar Vizquel. Forget the glove, he's barehanding it. And Manuel Lee is gone, and the Mariners win it, this time by a score of 8-0. Randy Johnson, 11 Ks, complete game 3 hitter, 13th 10 strikeout game of the year. Trailing by 8.5 coming into their game with the A's, top third, tied at 1, and Brett hits a home run. 16th of the year, 2-run shot. Royals up 3-1, but the A's go on to win this by a score of 9-6. Heyman a career-high 4 hits and 3 runs, and Bordick goes 3 for 5.
First, Doug Saunders facing Steve Cook. Sends it towards center. Van Slyke looks like he's going for a touchdown on that Three Rivers turf, and he makes it look easy. In the 4th, 1-0 with Gallagher batting and Murray at first, and get out of here. 6th home run of the year for Gallagher. The Mets take a 2-1 lead. Gallagher goes 3 for 4 and drives in 3 as the Mets finally win. They end their 11-game losing streak at Three Rivers Stadium. Dave Telgater went 7 innings for his 4th victory. In Chicago, the Cardinals and the Cubs. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Chicago with the bases loaded. Bob Tewksbury against Steve Buechele, and he gives up the walks, forcing Carl Rhodes in. The first walk that Tewksbury has given up against the Cubs all season long. And then Jose Vizcaíno with a base hit. Mark Grace headed home on a nifty slide here as the Cubs win big, 13-3. Rick Wilkins and Mark Grace each drove in 3. Chicago maybe making their move. Galarraga 4 for 6 with a pair of doubles, now batting .381. Now he has 93 runs batted in. That's 1 on an 11-game losing streak, and Hershiser adding to it with the strikeout, but tied at 3 in the 11th. Jody Reed a fly ball. Tim Costo doesn't hang on. Corey Snyder scores, and if he did it once, will he do it again? Brett Butler sends it in the same direction. Now, in fairness to Costo, the guy's played in the infield most of his minor league career. They've called him up and tried him in the outfield. He might go back to the infield. Jerry Brooks came in to score for the Dodgers as they go on to win it 5-3. So the Reds have lost 11 straight, their longest since 1966. Orel at the